Hello and welcome to my designer commentary video. Today we'll be looking at my 2D animation lyric video. For our 2D animation brief, we were tasked with creating the first minute of an animated lyric video with a character and a narrative. I chose to do mine on the song Lonely Girl by pop punk band Tonight Alive. The song is about a girl who's been bullied by someone and now the bully is getting bad things in life and is looking to the victim for support, which of course isn't going to be given. Now before we get into anything else, I'll talk you through the different parts of my video. So this first scene has not much correlation to the song, I just wanted to put it in there for an extra shot. That text there I motion tracked in After Effects onto the screen of the DS. And this is the walking animation. As you can see, there's 3 stages of it. And it's quite simple, but it was my first try at animation. Especially when both characters get hit. It's quite simple animation. If you notice the health bar at the top, it flashes along with the character and then goes down to the point where nearly the character, well, in this case, dies. And then when the chorus hits, it starts fighting back and regaining its health, which in most video games, when you start attacking enemies, you don't gain health back, but I'm looking to the fact that like they're beating their bullies down, they're getting stronger, and they're getting their life back, essentially. And back to that shot initially before it fades to black and the video ends. The song and band is aimed at both genders, generally between the age of 13 and 21. It is also aimed at people who have experienced bullying of all ages. I had already liked this song, but I chose it mainly for the fact it carries a strong meaning. The style of my lyric video is in the style of an 8-bit platformer game. It features the main character, the person bullying, and what is custom in a lot of platformers, a repeating background. I had never done any sort of pixel art before, so my characters are basic in comparison to other styles of pixel art. The narrative of my lyric video follows the story behind the song quite closely. The video features a girl who sits down to play a video game, one that is based off her real life situations. The game is a retro style 2D platformer that has the protagonist as a girl who gets bullied by other people to a point where she can't take it anymore. Or in game terms, her health bar gets seriously low. Then when the chorus hits and talks about raising up above the bully, the protagonist starts to fight back and regain her health before the camera zooms out of the game and back into real life. This links to the message that the video is trying to give to people. The message is that when in a time like that, it is possible to come out of the metaphorical hole that bullies put people in. A lot of people that I know that suffer from bullying often use music as a safe haven when feeling alone or scared, and one band that often pops up is Tonight Alive, so I thought that combining this with the story behind the song would work really well. To start with, I had to create the characters. As I mentioned earlier, this is my first attempt at pixel art, so I wasn't 100% sure what to do. The characters I had to make was a girl who looked as though she would listen to bands such as Tonight Alive. Since this is the majority of my friends, this wasn't too hard. I also had to make the bully, which from past experience, recollecting what they looked like wasn't too hard. I did this in Illustrator using a grid and the live paint bucket tool. This allowed me to create my characters by filling in the individual squares of the grid with the different colours. Once I had made one character, I then changed the colours slightly on the existing character to make the next. This saved me having to start from scratch. The main character is dressed in black, grey and white with long blonde hair covering one eye, whilst the bully is dressed in red, white and black with short brown hair. I used the same procedure to create the background, which is of tall and small flats with some trees dotted around places, to show that the game is set in suburban areas. I created one section of the environment before looping it in After Effects, to give the effect that there can sometimes be no change in life like this. It is also a reference to old cartoons and video games, where the background repeats itself. I used dark colours in the background as they have connotations of scary and gloomy things, which worked really well in the theme of my lyric video. The font I used in this video is a slight alternative to the Alio font, which is used on the album cover that the song is featured on. Some of the feedback I got on completion of this mentions that the text is not in capitals at all. I did this because the writing on the album cover is all in lowercase, so I used that to link more to the band. The animations for the characters are quite simple, as creating a fully detailed sprite sheet would have taken me even longer than the animation already did. There are 3 stages of the walking animation: standing, leg stretched out, and the other leg stretched out. This gave a simple walking animation when all put together. When looping the backgrounds, I simply put them into After Effects' Illustrator files and moved them to the left in succession to give the feel that the character is actually walking. The health bar was created all in After Effects using text and boxes. When the character got hit, both it and the health bar flashed, as they do in our video games, before the health bar dropping slightly and the health counter decreasing in numbers. The live action footage was shot at a friend's house, as she is someone who enjoys similar music to me and also likes this song. The setting was her room, as it is a stereotypical teenager's bedroom, extraordinarily messy. Despite having pink walls and bed coverings, some feedback told me to clean my room. My room looks a tad different to the one used in this video, although still kind of messy.